Good morning, everyone, and welcome to, well, maybe it's not morning where you are, but welcome to the Hot Mess Monday edition of the vlog. I am on my lunch break now at work, and when I tell you it's a hot mess Monday, like it really is. And so I got to work, and well, actually before I got to work today, I stopped at Steak and Shake to get a gravy biscuit, the half portion with the biscuit on the side. I was gonna order an extra biscuit today. I pull up to the drive-through window and there's a sign that says, "Sorry, we're closed, management." And I was thinking, well, maybe that sign is from yesterday. Like, surely they can't be closed, 7 on a Monday morning. I drive around to the drive-through window and I see a hand like back in the corner somewhere, so I blow the horn. Nothing, nobody, no response. Blow the horn, sit on it just a little bit longer this time. Still nothing. And so I drive away really sad because I'm driving to work, like people are going kind of slow in front of me. I'm like, out of my way, you're trying to stand between me and my gravy biscuit. And what really stood between me and the gravy biscuit today is the fact that Steak and Shake was closed. So I was not a happy camper about that when I got to work. And I was like, oh, it's okay, I'll just have a fruit cup or something, because I meant to make my overnight oatmeal last night, completely forgot about it. And so I just don't like to go without breakfast in the morning. I get to work, I reach into my backpack to pull out my lunchbox, and guess where it is? It's at home on the kitchen counter. And I was irritated by that, the fact that I forgot my lunch at home. But the worst thing is that my toddler's lunch is in there, which I have to bring it down to him at lunchtime, and there's no lunch to bring him. So I had to dash out to Target during my planning time first thing this morning and go pick up a few things. I have his lunch right here. This is mom goals, giving your toddler instant noodles for lunch. Here are my bowls from my lunch pack. So I'm not gonna give it to him in this. I'm gonna kind of cut them up and pour it in here. Or should I just leave it in the cup? I don't know, I think I'm gonna pour it in here because he normally has his lunch in one of these bowls. Yeah, so definitely mom goals, then bring it down to him. And I also realized when I went down there today that I forgot his blanket in the car. So this is why it's Hot Mess Monday. I've got to get my life together. So I just brought my son his lunch, and here's what I got from Target this morning when I had to go pick up lunch since I left mine at home. Fritos, love these chips. I had to get a cup of noodles for Ian's lunch and one for my lunch. And when I got to work this morning, I realized that, I couldn't have my Steak and Shake. I found a granola bar in my little drawer that I hadn't eaten last week, and I was like really thirsty. So I was like, let me just get my water. And that's when I realized that I didn't have the lunchbox. So I had to buy some water, and I promised my students last week that I was going to bring Oreos for when we do our Oreo graphic organizer for the opinion writing we've been doing. And they asked me this morning, they were like, did you remember the Oreos? And I was just like, oh. And they're like, Miss Brown, you said you were going to remember. I tricked them though. I did have the Oreos. Well, I didn't have them first thing this morning, but when I was at Target, I picked up the Oreos, and I noticed that my maroon sweater was accentuating the bloodshotness of my eyes since I didn't get enough sleep last night. So some knockoff Visine, the Up and Up Target brand. It's adult proof cap. Okay, how do you do this? Huh, cannot get this open. Okay, got it. Okay, hopefully that helps. So this morning we were working on our opinion writing. Most students have already published at least one piece, and for most of them on their first published piece, they just started off with their opinion. And today I was talking to them about how you want to do an introduction before you even do your opinion. And so I read the first sentence of everyone's published copy from the first piece that we did, which the first one that we did, I had everyone do what holiday they think is the best, which everyone chose Christmas. And I read the first sentence of everyone's, which everyone got a 3 on the rubric instead of a 4, because it just started off with I believe, or I think, or I feel. And I modeled how to do an introduction before you do the opinion. And so as I read each first sentence, I had them hold up a 3 or a 4 for where that would fall on the rubric. And so I feel like that really helped them to see that they need an introduction first. And then we started working on our budgeting activity, which I got from Teachers Pay Teachers from Lanisha. Her name, I think, is Education with an Apron or Apron Education. I can't remember which one. We started that this morning, which I'll show you guys in a minute. Lunch of Champions. The only thing missing though is hot sauce. Okay, it's the end of the day, just getting back from card duty, and I need to send an email to my parents and just let them know that I sent a study guide home today for our reading test that we have coming up later on this week. This afternoon went by really quickly. We have our winter production coming up soon with the chorus and dance, and so we've been rehearsing in the afternoons. The 7th period, starting at about 1:24, I had half of my class leave because they're an honors chorus, and so the rest of us were just working on finishing up some writing and then also the reading study guide. And then for 8th period, 2/3 of my class are part of the dance production, so they all left for practice, and we just didn't get much at all done in the afternoon. But a good thing is that I have a student aide who comes in at 8th period, and she doesn't know how to use the copy machine, but because I only had a couple students with me during 8th period, I took her to, well, I just had everyone come with me to the teacher's lounge, and I showed her how to use the copy machine, which so glad. So now she'll be able to help me out when she's in here by getting my copies done for me. And then she also cut out the money for our budgeting project. So let me show you guys. I think I mentioned it earlier during my lunchtime. So for the budgeting project, I can actually pull it up. So this is the Christmas math project. Let's go back up to page 1. And this is kind of what it's going to look like when they're all done. So today I introduced the project to them, and I showed, like, I drew on the board my list of people who I want to buy a gift for, and I gave them this paper where they have to draw a picture of each person they need to buy a gift for, and then they just write how many people that is in the box down here. Like, they drew in the faces of those people who they're going to buy the gift for. They'll cut the faces out and glue them down. This is what they did today. So they had to draw the people, write the number, and then draw the faces in. Let me show you guys. Somebody said they're going to buy me a gift for Christmas. Here I am. This is Mrs. Brown, and I have my big bun today. So there I am with my bun, and I think it's a perfect match. Someone else drew me. Here I am again. But when he drew me, my hair was like this short, like all this length down here I didn't have. And so when I saw that, I was like, my hair is not that short. Please make my hair longer like it actually is. So he obliged me, and here I am with longer hair. You can see like where he added it in. And so, like, have you ever seen when someone has extensions and the extensions are not blended really well? And you can see where their hair stops and where the extensions begin. So that's kind of like this right here. You can see that it was kind of like extensions added in, but he gave me longer hair, so it's all good. So tomorrow what they're going to do is they're going to cut these out and then glue them onto the big sheet of construction paper. And there's also a PowerPoint in the TPT product, the pictures of all the different things in the store. They're going to draw the people and then also write down what they want to buy for them. When they do that, like, money is no object. They can just write whatever gifts they want to give them. And then after that, I'm going to hit them with, actually, you only have, I'm not using the prices that come with the TPT product. It's editable, so I'm going to edit the prices, give them a bigger budget. I have to figure out exactly how much I want them to spend. But I'll say, like, hey, you guys only actually have $34 to spend. They're going to realize very quickly probably that they may not have enough money for all the things that they want to buy. They're just going to have to shuffle and move the money around to make it so that they're able to spend some money on each person, and they'll have to compare it against the prices for each item in the Christmas shop. The next day I'll do a lesson about what a budget is and how when you have a budget you can't spend all your money in a certain area. You have to, like, spread it out and make sure you have enough money for everything. So far they're enjoying this holiday shopping activity. They don't know it's about budgeting yet, but I bought this product last year, didn't get a chance to use it because I ran into the same issue. We were running out of time with all the practices each day leading up to our school-wide Christmas performance, so I just didn't get a chance to. But I am making sure to squeeze this activity in because I think it's really good for students to learn about budgeting and how money should really be spent. And that's what we're working on there. We were working on opinion writing earlier today. For math today, we use geoboards to learn about the angles, to teach them actually what angles are and how to find the angles in a polygon. And those are the main things we did today, was writing in math in our budgeting lesson, and then our reading study guide when everyone was in and out of the classroom during 7th and 8th period. Kind of like we just really have the morning, and in the afternoon, most of the class is either in honors chorus practice or dance practice for our winter production. So that's what we've been doing this Monday. The day started out not good for me at all. Like I said before, it was a hot mess Monday to start off with, but I had my peppermint mocha from Starbucks when I dashed out to Target, and that just like really woke me up, and it just turned into a good day as the day went on. Something that I have been thinking about is how it's just important to choose joy, like to not allow yourself to be stressed out and agitated regardless of what's going on. And so it just ended up being a really good day. That's it. Hope you enjoyed today's little vlog. If you haven't subscribed already, I would appreciate if you do that. See you all in the next one.